ROAS Digital. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mala.
You're welcome.
For hosting me.
You're welcome. So today is going to be a quick fire kind of session, all right?
Yeah.
So we only have 5 minutes to kill this, but of course we'll pass on the information that is needed.
Sure.
Now, are there question number one, are there businesses whereby social media marketing will not add value to them?
I would say yes and no.
All right.
Yes, in that if, for example, I've just started my small shop, or I've had my small shop for some time, and there's been other means of marketing that have been more effective, then one of the things I really tell businesses is, if you're already doing something and it's already working for you, first do more of it before you jump into something else. But if you're at a place where you want to grow fast and you expand fast, then for me, for any form of business, social media is something you should try. It doesn't matter what kind of business you have, because I'll tell you that I've sold tea leaves, I've sold green tea, I've sold coffee, I've sold bread, I've sold agriculture equipment on social media.
You've sold bread on social media.
Exactly. So for me, it's by bread I mean groceries.
Right.
I've sold groceries. So any business can really function on social media. It depends on the objective and goal of that business.
All right. So the other question I think you've pretty much answered is, do I really need social media? So that's an absolute yes.
No, you need it. Right now, Facebook has 2.1, for example, Facebook itself. Facebook owns Instagram, Facebook owns WhatsApp, and they've actually now integrated Instagram and WhatsApp into Facebook ads.
Correct.
And there's WhatsApp has about 1.3 billion users, daily users. Instagram has about 1.6 billion daily users.
Actually, WhatsApp has grown to 1.5.
1.5 now.
Right.
You see that. Facebook has about 2.4 billion active users daily. So that's huge. If you're not on social media, I don't know where you're going to be in the next couple of years.
Okay. All right. So the other question is, how do I measure my return on investment in social media marketing and advertisements?
I will give a very hard statistic. In 2017, there was about 9,000 in Uganda. There was about 9,000 people running Facebook ads using social media marketing.
Right.
And the reason is they do not know what they're doing. People see that they make a post on their page, and Facebook is very enticing, very canny. They come and show you, if you boost for this amount, you're going to get this amount. So people end up boosting the posts from their profiles rather than from the business manager. And every time you're boosting from your profile, Facebook doesn't see that as something serious. That's the worst decision you can ever make, to boost a post from your profile rather than from the business manager. Because from the profile, you're basically doing awareness and reach, and there's no proper targeting you're actually doing. Yet from the business manager, there's more. So there's a lot. Many business owners are boosting posts rather than actually running or promoting those posts. And those are two different things.
You know, next time we're going to have you back here, and you have to come with your gadgets so that we can go step by step and get to understand how much do I stand to lose by posting or boosting a post on my personal profile, and how much do I stand to gain if I do the same thing on the business page.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. All right, the other quick question is, can I do this? I'm a startup. Can I do the social media marketing by myself? Do I need a manager, social media manager, to do it for me?
You see, with social media, results are very fast. Now, there's a number of facets of your business you have to have right before you jump into it. For example, I would say, do you have your customer care? With social media, there's the introduction of messenger chatbots that have come up. They can do customer care for you 24/7.
Right.
Unless you're ready to take on that, customers expect, even on social media, even at 3 a.m. when they send you a message, they expect you to respond.
Correct.
So if you're not there, that's a problem. But yes, you can jump on it and use it anytime. But you need to make sure that your customer care is on point. You need to make sure you know actually what you're doing with the ads. For me, that's for me the biggest thing, because many times you just want to jump into these platforms without understanding how they function. You cannot enter into a relationship unless you understand someone quite well.
All right. So take time, even if you need a social media manager, take time for them to get to understand what your deliverables are, what you stand for, and your values.
Exactly. Otherwise, they're a waste of time. You can do it on your own, really. I studied theology, and I'm here managing ads for some of the biggest companies in the world. So you can learn and do it on your own. You don't need a manager.
Okay.
If you can handle everything. All
right. Now, the other question is, what should I post with regards to getting the best hook?
And I'll give you this. There's a new training that I've started doing called the intent-based branding. The idea of any form of marketing should the greatest currency, I will say, online or in anything, is trust. The moment you have the trust of a customer, they're going to be willing to spend an amount of money on you. Now, how do you get trust? You get trust by creating goodwill with customers. How do you create goodwill? You create goodwill by giving them relevant content. Now, that means before you go to someone's pocket, rather than coming on the first date and saying, I want to marry you, I want to take you home, you're telling them, I want to know you. And to know them, you have to understand them. To understand them, you have to give them information that's relevant to them. Many businesses start by asking for the transaction. No one trusts you, no one knows you, but you want the transaction.
Start with creating trust.
And
that is by sharing information.
Share information first. That's why I talk about the $10 a day traffic plan. Spend about $6 creating trust, giving information, giving value. What does your market or industry see as trust? Then spend $3 in getting to give them your offers, and the other $1 is to remarket to them. Okay.
The other last and big question that is coming through is, which social media platforms should I have presence on? We have quite a number, but which one should be the first option?
Facebook is hard to figure out. And if you can figure it out, that's the best platform. But right now, Instagram, as actually, when I was reading the latest 2019 digital marketing report by Social Media Examiner, a very good friend of mine, Instagram has right now taken over all the other platforms.
Correct.
But now what Facebook has done, because they own Instagram, they've made Instagram integrated into Facebook. So yes, Instagram and Facebook right now are still the biggest thing. WhatsApp very soon. We already got the updates after there was some meeting that we had for the digital marketeers with Facebook. WhatsApp is going to also introduce ads very soon, sometime later this year. They will be having ads or early next year. So for me, the Facebook triplet, that's the way to go right now.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, next time when you come with your gadget, we'll have a lot to break down, because people are also asking, if I merge my accounts, all my social media accounts, and I want to create an advert that will cut across, do I have to pay rates for each and every, one of these platforms? Or if I pay one bulk amount, will it cater for all?
Yeah, so you pay one bulk amount, then Facebook, based on your targeting, will now see how many of these people in this pool are on Instagram, and then they'll show people on that pool that are on Instagram that ad, then they'll just deduct maybe say $2 out of the $10 you've set to market to cater for the Instagram, and then some will work on Facebook and things like that.
All right. Yeah. I'll have you back next Thursday. I promise you're going to have more time. Madam Producer, please grant us this. All right. So thank you so much for coming in studio, Mr. Daniel Miko, the CEO of Tenge Collection, and also ROAS Digital right here in the country. Facebook, cracking that, pretty much nut is hard, like he says. But stick around. Next Thursday, I promise you, we're going to get into the ins and outs of social media marketing. All right. So that's it for business updates this morning. Remember, keep your questions coming. Every single Wednesday and Thursday, we get to look at those and give you custom-made solutions. But of course, this has been a phase whereby we look at your frequently asked questions, and I bring on board experts that will give you custom-made solutions to the same. Of course, to the key focus of ensuring that we transform our country's economy a business at a time, and the business starts with yours. All right. So that's it for Morning at 10 TV this particular Thursday morning. I hope that you've learned a lot, you've been entertained, and you've been informed. All right. My name is Malaki Vilaudera. For myself and the entire team that made this possible, from the producer, the director, David Rukasi, and every single person, we salute you and we say thank you for choosing us. All right. So see you tomorrow. Make it happen. Have a blessed day.